guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we are going to be reviewing Liberation of the Daleks, which is the 14th Doctor's first story, which has been playing out across the Doctor Who magazine in comic book form. Now, a couple people online have actually, on YouTube, a couple of YouTubers have actually gotten this up where you can watch it as kind of an animated feature. I watched one by the YouTube user Cloister Room, and it's really well done. He has some nice music accompanying it, the way that he has the text appear on the screen. It's really, really impressive. So I want to give my hats off to Cloister Room for that, and for me being here in the States, I can't really get UK magazine or Doctor Who magazine. So I really appreciate being able to have this adventure with the 14th Doctor and to see him fight the Daleks. The story itself was okay. I mean, it didn't blow me away or anything. Part of that, again, could be the medium, but it was fine. The 14th Doctor, I don't really get a handle on his personality. I mean, he feels like the Doctor. I think just mentally in my mind, I'm making him an older version of the 10th Doctor. We get to see how he loses his Sonic, because of course he's still using Jodie's Sonic, so we get to see the Sonic destroyed, then he kind of gets it back, and then it gets taken from him again. That's pretty neat. The fact that it's set up, it's hard to talk about it without going into spoilers. The first, because it is divided up into these different segments that are just run together. It was okay. It didn't blow me away or anything, but it wasn't a waste of my time either. And I don't know how that's going to tie into anything going on, like the Children in Need special we're supposed to get, I think, tomorrow from when I'm recording this. It's really hard to know where to talk about it. The first couple parts seem dire, but they turn out to not to be so dire, because the Doctor ends up just in kind of this almost Dalek amusement park, kind of like Kinda, actually, for those of you who have seen Kinda. Kind of like how the people on the planet where, not Kinda, Snake Dance, on the planet where Snake Dance takes place, where the whole bit with the Mara had been reduced to just a commercial trade and a parade they do. It was more just a commercial arm. They didn't take it seriously. It's kind of like this, the Daleks have been made, that they're in this kind of Dalek amusement park where Daleks are just treated as, come see the mighty Daleks and their fearsome powers, when it's really just like Disneyland, but with Daleks. And you go into these different elements and relive Dalek adventures in like this holographic simulation, although they're not actually holograms, they're kind of protoplasm. It's really hard to explain. And the first few issues, the Doctor was trapped in one of these, which he didn't realize, so everything wasn't as dire as he thought. But then one of the Daleks, he causes one of the Daleks to realize it's in a simulation and escape. Since they use this linchpin, or this story setup, you get a lot of neat things that happen with it. Like, you actually get to see comic book Daleks. I really like seeing comic book Daleks. I think it was comic book Daleks with one of the Emperors trying to get out there. That's pretty neat. It ties in with the Dalek Emperor from Evil of the Daleks. So you see Daleks from different iterations of Doctor Who lore kind of in there, which is pretty neat. It's nice seeing the 14th Doctor running into the Emperor Dalek from Evil of the Daleks. That's pretty cool. It resolves just fine. Leaves off on a cliffhanger, which could tie in with the Children Need special. It's not much of a cliffhanger. It's just a little line at the end. Maybe cliffhanger is not the right word. But I enjoyed it well enough. The guest cast, it's really hard off the medium with the comic book medium, even though I tend to like some classic Doctor Who comics and modern Doctor Who comics. It's really hard for me to go into detail talking about it. I like the fact that it's a former zoo, and the zoo animals are now like people who work there. You know, they're evolved. That's pretty cool. There's a guy who's a lion. There's a couple like gorillas. That's pretty cool. The one woman who's kind of in the military and in charge there, she's neat. But then there's like another version of her that's not really her running around. That's pretty neat. It's interesting how it all ties together. I liked it well enough. I didn't love it, but I liked it well enough. It wasn't a waste of my time. If you get a chance to watch it, it's only like an hour and 16 minutes long. If you want to get a little bit of a glimpse into the 14th Doctor and seeing him confront the Daleks, I'd recommend checking it out. Again, it's only less than an hour and a half of your time. So I liked it well enough, and I'm looking forward to seeing if it ties into the Children in Need special. That's really all I about have to say on it, to be honest. So, Liberation of the Daleks. Have you seen it or read it? What do you think of it? Comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to check out Cloister Room if you'd like to watch it. He's a great YouTuber. Other things to do, don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, the bell for notifications, all that fun stuff. Down in the description, we have links to the Patreon, YouTube memberships available. P.O. Box is down there if there's anything you want to send, links to the Amazon wish list, etc., etc. Want to give a shout out to Colin Coney, Finn Perkins, and Stephen Crane, 3 of my top tier patrons. I appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. And most importantly, thank you for watching.